We are live here from North Wilkesboro Speedway for week 6 of the LDMS Short Track Championship. My name is Cam Gillens, and I'll bring you for a ride tonight as we're getting ready for the last couple dates of the season. It's been a killer championship so far. It's like multiple drivers winning and everything. We'll start tonight's coverage by going over the points and everything from last time. So you got leading the points right now is Kyle Boudreau, followed by Josh Langille in second, Dylan Gentry in third. Also tied for third is Richard Parks. In fifth is Colin Boudreau. Sixth, David Roberts. Seventh is Kyle Hines. Eighth is Jacob Carter. In ninth, Alex Dugas. In 10th is Kingston Hicks. 11th is Jagger Finley. 12th is Tyler Misk. 13th, Brandon Campbell. 14th, Drew Murphy. 15th, Nathan Langille. Alright. So we'll go into the stories going into tonight's race. So as it's been practically the last little bit, is patience is a virtue. It's like these drivers coming in from the back. You gotta be patient. It's like there's gonna be carnage with all as many drivers that we've got going at these races. It looks like we're up to about 12 drivers tonight, so there's gonna be patience. Being that tonight's a little bit of a longer race, you're also gonna see tires going into it. You gotta save your tires. So especially as we're going down the stretch. That this is the second to the last race of the season, you got every point matters. So every position matters. And going next week, that's being that it's a dual point week, that's every little position matters. So you're going to try to do a dive bomb into the corner in these next couple, you might think better of it, because if you cause something or you get caught up in other people's messes, that it might drop you a position or two down the road, and it's not going to turn out favor for you. So as I said, just patience, and we'll get through this. But that'll be the end of the stories for tonight. As you can see, our upcoming events coming. So you got tonight, we'll be back. We're going to Phoenix for the Formula C 4 championship on Tuesday. Then we'll carry on their season on Saturday nights before we go into the season championship back here at North Wilkesboro. It's going to be a wild ride. Last night we had a crazy finish with the Formula C series where we had the leaders first through fourth going into the white flag. We're neck and neck with that draft going on through Daytona, and it's turned into a photo finish with each of the front two cars in each side pods. So that's another outstanding series. I can't wait to bring it to you as we go down the stretch. But looks like we're getting ready to grid up for tonight's first heat race. So we'll get ready right second for it to kick over, and then get these drivers girded up. All right, let's see, let's do that. Alright. Starting on the pole for tonight's first heat race is the 99 of Brandon Campbell. On his outside is the 18 of Josh Langill. Back is number 5 of Jagger Finley. The 8 Jacob Carter. The 91 of Alex Dugas starting 5th, and the 28 of Dylan Gentry starting last in tonight's first heat race. Alright, tonight we're going to try a little bit something different tonight. So if we can get up to 15 concurrent people watching, we're already up to 10. If we can get to 15, I'm going to give way home a diecast of Brad Kozlowski's built submarine car of last season. So if we get to up to 15, and people in the chat will give away that. So tell all your friends, let's get everyone watching, and let's get everyone in chat. We'll open it up, the question in the chat. It's asking everyone, how do you think this weekend's races at Echo Park was? Tell me your thoughts in chat as we're going to green. Because then we got Brandon Campbell out front. He jumps out in front of Josh Langill. So we get a single file between through the park here. So we get Jagger Finley back in 3rd. Ooh, looks like the 8 of Jacob Carter gets a little squirrely in the back. Looks like the 91 of Alex Dugas and Dylan Gentry round up. Looks like we have a battle for the lead brewing up between Brandon and Josh here. You got these drivers nose to tail. It looks like the 18 of Josh Langill is trying to figure out everything he could do to get around Brandon up here up front. So we got a nice train going on here as we're coming to the white flag for tonight's first heat race. Looks like Brandon Campbell is going to get it. Nice clean heat race. As Brandon Campbell's going to turn 4, and he's going to take tonight's first heat win here at North Wilkesboro. These drivers have a little bit of fun here. With that, we'll go through the results on that. So you got Brandon Campbell. You got Brandon Campbell taking the win on there, followed by Josh Langill in 2nd, Jagger Finley in 3rd, Jacob Carter in 4th, Alex Dugas in 5th, Dylan Gentry in 6th. Alright, so we're getting these drivers gridded up for tonight's second heat race. So on starting on the pole, you got the 113 of Richard Parks. Second, you got the 26 of Kyle Boudreau. At 13, you have the third. You have the 15 of Nick Potier. At fourth, you got the 17 of David Roberts. At fifth, you got the 81 of Colin Boudreau. And at sixth, you got the 83 of Kingston Hicks. As we're getting these drivers rounded back up. All right, we've already hit that 15 mark in concurrent viewers, so let's keep it up and let's get the chat rolling, and we're going to give away diecast tonight. As we're coming to turn 4, and we get the green. Richard Parks gets on the inside with Kyle Boudreau up on the outside. As Parks finally gets a follow through. Kyle just keeping Richard in tow as he goes to the inside of him. It's like Richard's carrying the momentum up on top. And we got that in the back. Oh, as we get turned, we got contact. That's going to bring out the yellow. Go back and see what happened. Swing it back a little bit further. Oh, wait. So it looks like Richard Parks is there on the outside. Kyle Boudreau. Oh, he kind of swept up a little bit. I think he got tight, overdrove the corner into the quarter panel of Richard there. Go one more time, we'll take a gander at it. Alright, we're up to 18 concurrents. Let's keep it rolling. Everybody in the chat, how'd you think this weekend's Echo Park races are? As we already got some chatters, and then we got Faffy Faff 2476. My good pal Jacob, it's off on vacation this weekend, so I'm flying solo. Then you got Jagger from tonight's first heat race. He's in the chat. Say hello to Moneymaker 2 a.m. Let's keep them rolling in there. All right. Looks like we're get the lights off as we're getting back to one to go. As we're getting back to green. This looks like Kyle gets the big jump. It looks like Nick gets followed in second. As the battle for third between Colin and David brews up. This is like Kingston's looking to get some space under. Oh, as he overdrives the corner a little bit. Keeps it off the wall. Let's see if he keeps it straight. And he does. Let's see. Let's keep it together, these two. Oh, we're all getting contact there. Let's see if they can keep it clean. As we're going back up front, as we're going with the white flag here. It's like Kyle Boudreau gets the lead, and Nick in second. He's getting hounded by Colin. They're in third. David's right behind us. We're coming around. Finished the second heat race. Oh. All right. Did that. So we're getting into the warm-ups. We're going to that second results. So you got Kyle Boudreau in first, Nick Potier in second, Colin Boudreau in third, David Roberts in fourth, Richard Parks in fifth, and Kingston Hicks in sixth. All right, these drivers getting their warm-up. Looks like tonight's looking up to be a great race between what's happening in our first two heats. Close battle. Looks like for our regular up front contenders. As we're looking early in this warm-up session, it looks like the 28, Dylan Shudgery, he's got the fastest lap. See all the people that's watching. Welcome. It's like it's gonna turn out to be a fun race. If some of you are here last night to watch, go ahead and comment in the chat and how you think that F4 series that we got going on is. So we're giving away a diecast tonight, so let's get the chat rolling. Looks like the 18 of Josh Langiel. He's got the fastest lap as this far. Kyle Boudreau is up third. All right, looks like our warm-up session is just about to get ready to be done. Looks like we're getting gridded up. All right. As we're heading to the grid, go ahead with our starting grid. Sitting on the pole is the 83 of Kingston Hicks. Followed by, it's like the 28 of Dylan Gentry. Looks like we're still waiting for him to grid. There it is. And third is the 113 of Richard Parks. Fourth is the 91 of Alex Dugas. And fifth is the 17 of David Roberts. And sixth is the 8 of Jacob Carter. And seventh is the 81 of Colin Boudreau. And eighth is the 5 of Jagger Finley. And ninth is the 15 of Nick Potier. And 10th is the 18 of Josh Langiel. Starting at 11th is the 26 of Kyle Boudreau. And in 12th, starting at the round hour field tonight, is the 99 of Dylan Campbell. And we're going to go. Drivers again pacing. So they may make it 2 a.m. in the chat. Say they're liking Jacob Carter, Jagger Finley on winning. It is going to be interesting to see how fast these drivers are on the long run. All right, looks like the pace car lights are out. As we're coming out of turn 4, and we are getting the show green. And Kingston gets the jump. It looks like the battle for second between Richard Parks and Dylan Gentry. Looks like Richard gets the jump. See if Kingston can keep it scarce as he's leading this field. Oh, looks like we got a gaggle in the back. Colin Boudreau, Jagger Finley, and Josh Langiel. So keeping it clean, we're going to go towards the front again. Oh, and there goes Kingston. So he keeps it straight. He does. I'm going to go ahead and take a replay on that one. Looks like he just probably puts the power down a little too soon coming out of the corner. He spins it around. Everyone else just stay clean. That's going to bring the 113 up to the lead. So, the first couple of laps, it looks like up front we got the 113 of Richard Parks, followed by the 28 of Dylan Gentry, and third, the 17 of David Roberts, and fourth, the 8 of Jacob Carter, fifth is Alex Dugas, and sixth is the 18 of Josh Langiel, and seventh is the 81 of Colin Boudreau, and the 99 of Brandon Campbell is 8th. The 5 of Jagger Finley and 9th. I know we have a few people liking what they see now of Jagger during those heat races. So 10th, we got Nick Potier, and 11th is Kyle Boudreau. He did, and after his issues, bring out the cautions. Kingston Hicks. Alright, looks like the lights are out. We're getting ready to turn 4. And we are back to green, and Richard gets the jump. Dylan on the outside. Oh, looks like Cam. Looks like Roberts gets in the wall a little bit. He's got a little bit of damage on the right side. We'll go back to front with Richard taking the tail up front. Dylan is sitting there in second. Oh, looks like... Oh, we had some more contact. We'll go back and take a look and see what happened. Oh, looks like we just had some good short track action here. Looks like Jagger gets on the inside and maybe blinked out a little bit and took Alex with him when he came back from the Shadow Realm. Alright, for all of you watching, how you guys like all the races at Echo Park this weekend? Comment in the chat. We're giving away a Brad Keselowski 164 diecast to one of you tonight. So let's get the chat rolling. See your predictions for this year's championship with all 3 series. What's your favorite racetrack to watch? It's pretty much everything. Just get it rolling. Since we're on the caution, take this time to thank you all. It's like, if you like what you see, like, share, subscribe. It's like, we got a few series that's going on right now. So you got this one as we're finishing off the season for the LDMS. We got the Formula C Divisional F4 League. We're on Tuesday and Saturdays, and we've got another staple that we've had a couple seasons getting ready to kick off again in a couple weeks. So can't wait to bring that to you as well. As we're getting back to, oh, looks like, ooh, we have a little contact there. We'll see what kind of happened on that one. Oh, looks like we have a little disagreement between Carter and Campbell. That could be issues post-race. Oh, again. Guess we're keeping an eye on an 8 into 99 as we're going down the stretch. What is he doing? As we're going back to green. Looks like we already had some contact going on. So we're going side by side for the lead. Josh Langiel gets on the inside of Dylan. Looks like we're keeping it green. They're just side by side. So we got a battle for position between Brandon Campbell and Nick Potier right there. Oh, as Carter gets a little zealous at 99 once again. We'll see what they give each other room or not. As we got a battle for second, once again brewing up, and they've both caught Richard here. As we're side by side once again. This is awesome battles. We've already hit a third of this race. Oh, looks like we got a spin. Looks like the 8. Let's see what happened. Looks like Kingston gets into the corner a little bit, washes up. It looks like they're both in the pit road. Looks like we have already got some takers down pit road. As we're back up front, so with everything going, we got 113 of Richard Parks out front, followed by the 28 of Dylan Gentry, the 18 of Josh Langiel, the 15 of Nick Potier, 26 of Kyle Boudreau, the 17 of David Roberts, the 6th, 81 of Colin Boudreau in 7th, the 91 of Alex Dugas in 8th, the 99 of Brandon Campbell in 9th, the 5 of Jagger Finley in 10th. This looks like the 8 of Jacob Carter in 11th, and the 83 of John Paul Arsenault is in 12th. It looks like the lights are out. We're getting ready to fire them back up. Oh, looks like we got contact. As we're going to green, as Richard Parks up front. Get the, looks like the 18 of Langiel is in second. So Dylan Gentry up in third. We got side-by-side battle for almost for first, but we've got what's going on for fourth right here between Nick Potier and Kyle Boudreau. There we got that battle for leads. Oh, we are door slamming for the lead here. So it looks like Richard's going to try to do the crossover here. As he goes out of the corner, oh, looks like Josh. Is that, oh, looks like the 17. David Roberts goes around. We'll go back and take a gander on see what happened to him. Looks like he's, oh. Looks like the 81 just goes in and brings him into the back, spins him out. Alright, so you got Josh Langill in lead, followed by Richard Parks in second, Dylan Gentry in third, Kyle Boudreau in the fourth. Then you got Colin Boudreau in fifth, followed by Jagger Finley in sixth. Like a got a little scramble up here. I guess he's seventh. Alex is in eighth. David Roberts in ninth. Brandon Campbell in 10th. Kingston Hicks in 11th. Jacob Carter is in 12th. Alright, so we were officially hit halfway. Everybody in the chat, how do you think this second half is going to go? Are we going to see more calamity, or is we're going to have a good race going the rest of it? As we're getting everybody bunched up side by side. Looks like towards the back we have many cars that has their quarter panels missing a little bit. But as we're getting bunched up and we're coming around turn 4. As we are green, it looks like Langill gets the jump. So Richard Parks in second. Dylan Gentry's trying to get that on the inside. Oh! And he gets a little into the rear quarter panel, sends him up the track. It's going to open a door for Nick and possibly Kyle. As we're going to go 3 wide behind him. Oh, Dylan gets a little loose. Is he going to save it? No! He is not. We're going to go back and see what happened on that. So there's that 3 wide behind him. Looks like 2 guys just looking for room. Wasn't giving anyone any space. That patience that we were talking about in front of the, once again, is hard to come by. So reset the field. We got the 18 of Josh Langill in first, followed by Richard Parks in the 113 in second, 26 of Kyle Boudreau in third. It's like the 5 of Jagger Finley in fourth, the 15 of Nick Potier in fifth, 17 of David Roberts in 6th, 81 of Colin Boudreau in 7th, the 28 of Dylan Gentry in 8th, the 91 of Alex Dugas in 9th. It looks like we got Brandon Campbell and Kingston Hicks looks like retired for tonight, and it looks like Jacob Carter is still in the pits taking on damage repair. See, we're growing with all the viewers going on. I want to, if you all new, I want to say thank you for showing up. Like, share, subscribe. We appreciate it. Tell us how you're doing in the chat. We're giving away a diecast tonight, so if you want to say hi, tell us how you think the Echo Park races this weekend were, and what do you think is going to come the rest of the season as we're going back to green. Just like Josh gets the jump out front. Looks like he got the bell. 113. Oh, it looks like it's. We'll go back and take a look at that. It almost looks like Kyle got in there. Trying to get a little too much on it. I don't think Richard knew he was there, and they got into each other and create the big one out through the pack. There's shake up again. The running order. As we're coming up on 18 to go. So you got Josh Langill, Nick Potier in second, David Roberts in third, Colin Boudreau in fourth, Dylan Gentry found his way up to fifth after his misfortunes. Richard Parks, after getting into that, is up to sixth. Jagger Finley in seventh. Kyle Boudreau in eighth. Alex Dugas in ninth. Jacob Carter in 10th is the final car on track. A few laps down. Since we got the lights out, let's get these cars stacked one more time. Alright, this is where coming on turn 4. Come on, drivers, let's get this going. Alright, this is Josh gets the jump. Nick gets the second. Looks like David Roberts by himself in third. Got this gaggle in the back. I think it's like Colin Boudreau and Dylan Gentry. There for fourth. Got this battle between looks like Finley, Alex, and Richard. Like there, looks like the damage of Alex is dropping them. So we got that battle for first starting to brew up once again. It's like Nick is trying to do it up a different lane to see if he can get a better square off coming out. So Dylan is trying to do everything he can to catch him. David Roberts right behind him. Go back. This battle between Colin and Richard there. Richard gets it on the outside. This is battle nutrition here. So we go back up front. Looks like Josh is starting to pull away from Nick now. Because it looks like he got equal spacing between him to Nick. Then Nick back to Dylan. David there at 4th. As we're coming to 10 to go this time by. It looks like Dylan might be getting a little ground up on Nick here. Oh, he's getting quite a bit of ground through that corner. We're going to go on board with him and see if he watches his line as he tries to chase him down. See, it looks like he cuts down in the corner through the middle. A whole lot better than Nick at this juncture. As he gets on the inside. He said it looks like Nick is battling hard with him right here. As he gets, oh, looks like they're gonna do the crossover on Dylan. As it looks like Dylan gives, oh, as they get into a door slam. Is it for second here? Looks like Josh is starting to pull away. Almost out 2 seconds. We're going to keep this eye on this battle for seconds. It looks like Dylan's going to try to get on the inside of Nick here once again. As we're 5 to go, 4 to go this time by. As it's like Dylan is still side by side door slamming Nick here. As we're coming up on lap traffic. Oh, looks like Alex gets into the wall a little bit. We'll see if these guys can negotiate. This Alex oh, looks like they try to split up as we go 4 wide there in the corner. Now 3 wide. It looks like Dylan comes away from there. But it looks like that opens the door for David. As he goes on the inside of Nick. This is a Josh. This is coming 2 to go across the line. We'll go back and take this battle for 3rd here. So we see sparks going on here. This is David. Oh, looks like Nick's going to try to do the crossover. Doesn't quite get it done as we're coming to the white flag. You got Josh Langella out front. Dylan Gentry in 2nd. This battle for 3rd is still going on between David Roberts and Nick Potier. As they might try to tow. But as you do that, and Josh comes across the line. Josh Langella wins race 6. We'll go. It looks like David Roberts does get the 3rd over Nick Potier. right. That's very good. Good. That we're gonna go ahead and give away that diecast to one of our lucky few in the chat. Looks like the winner of it is Moneymaker 2 AM. So I'll send you requests so I can get the address and name to send that diecast to. All right, so you got that going. We're gonna go ahead and go through the results of tonight's race. So you got Josh Langiel taking home the win, followed by the 28 of Dylan Gentry in second. Said David Roberts in third, followed by Nick Potier in fourth, Colin Boudreau in fifth, Jagger Finley in sixth, Kyle Boudreau in seventh, Alex Dugas in eighth, Richard Parks in ninth, Jacob Carter coming home in 10th, Brandon Campbell 11th, and rounding our field is Kingston Hicks in 12th. All right, let's see if we can get our drivers. All right, we're going to give it a second. All right, give it a second to see if we can get our third place finisher into the waiting room of David Roberts. All right. Well, it looks like he's not here, so we're going to go ahead and just start for our second place in the winner. We'll go ahead and bring our second place, the 28 of Dylan Gentry, into the booth.
Jesus.
Dylan, it's Cam in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, that was kind of a crazy race. Seems like you were playing the big rubber band man tonight. How did you think it went along for you?
It was a bit of a crapshoot there, I'd say. But par for the course for the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm. As I said, it seemed like it's. I was hoping it would be a little bit cleaner coming into tonight's heat races. It looks like we had both couple good clean races, so it looks really good. And then, like I said, it turned into the normal crapshoot. But there towards the end, you got a battle between you, Nick, and Josh. That was pretty outstanding.
Yeah, I was pretty tore up there at the end. I was just trying to make some hay to catch Josh, but got into Nick a little bit and didn't really mean to. It's just the way that the car was handling it there at the end after getting tore up on that second restart.
Yeah, so between that, you think it was the damage that was creating? I'm guessing you were pretty tight.
It was a little free actually. When Richard and I got together there, I thought I had him cleared. I mean, I basically did. He just didn't lift, which is that's whatever. It's racing. And then on the following restart, I had it. I was stopped for Kyle, and then Jacob Carter comes in 5 minutes later and cleans me. Not sure if he's related to Natalie Decker or what the deal is there, but that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah, so it looks like you got good clean speed, regardless of that. But before I let you go, is there anyone you want to do a shout out to?
We'll shout out EPI. We been running their setups all season long. They're fast if I could get through a race clean, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it's sure is. All right. Well, congratulations on your second place tonight, and we will talk to you later.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yep. All right. That was our second place, the 28, Dylan Gentry there. All right. We're going to go ahead and bring in our winner tonight. That is the 18 of Josh Langill. Josh, it's Cam in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Cam. How's it going?
Not bad. How was your race? Besides you winning.
Pretty good race for me. I was pretty clean from most of the trouble everybody else had, so it was, not too bad for me.
Yeah, as I said, it started in 10th. It looks like he got up through the carnage pretty well. It's like, how's the car handling for you all night?
How the car was good. I just wanted to get to the front as soon as I could, just to kind of get out of the mayhem through the middle of the pack, and
Mm-hmm.
and then just got around the front two on a restart and set sail from there.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know if you saw that crazy battle we had for second through fourth in the back there, but uh, did you have a, like I said, tire wear or anything since tonight's was kind of a longer race?
And I got a little bit of damage, which tightened the car up, but the yellows helped that, so it cooled the tires off and didn't really get any too long of runs that would burn the tires up, so it was pretty good on that behalf.
Mm-hmm. It looks like you probably had the least amount of damage from what I've seen on everyone, so that probably was helping you a little bit in that aspect. But all right, before we
I
let
was
you go,
pretty lucky. I was the only one that probably wasn't in the yellow, so thankful for that.
Mm-hmm. All right, before we let you go, is there anyone you want to do a shout out to?
Yeah, just thanks to you guys for you, Cam, and Jacob for putting on this league and broadcasting, and just hosting it for something for us to do on Sunday nights.
Yep, it's been fun. All right, congratulations on another win for you, and we will talk to you later.
Thanks, Cam. Have a good one.
Yep, you too.
Bye.
All right. All right. Well, that just about does it for me tonight. Once again, short track racing. With that brings a lot of tempers, as we see that due to this race. And like I said, it's even the ones that got through the carnage the best is the ones that kind of got through up at the top five. But besides that, as you've heard me a couple times tonight, what you see, we got the Formula C divisional F4 league that we also put on. That's we have a blast putting on. So, and some more good action with the F4 cars going around different road courses. And I heard there's a couple actual big ovals coming up through the season, so keep an eye on that. And we got one more week of this, and being next week is the last race of the season, it'll be double points. So we'll see what kind of calamity that brings. But all right, that does it for me tonight. This has been Cam Gillens for Overdrive Auto Media, and we will talk to you on Tuesday night.